Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Fadiya Izzati Binti Zainuddin and I am from MATH3 intake August 2025-2030. Today I'll be presenting my Algebra presentation for the subject Basic Algebra MTES1074. But before we go into that, let me first share a little bit about myself. So, who is Fadiya? I would say that I am a family person, and you guys can see that. My family means everything to me. They always support me in whenever I do. And they are always there whenever I need them the most. Besides that, I am also a sport and loving kind of person. I care deeply about the people around me and always try to make them feel loved and appreciated. Their love and support keep me motivated every single day to do better in life. So, here is I was born at Hospital Taipei on 11 October 2008 and I live in Binti. My hobby is cooking, especially for my beloved family. Cooking is something that makes me happy because I enjoy trying new recipes and sharing food with people I love. It's one of the ways I express care and happiness. My educational background. My education journey started at Pasti Al-Munir, Binti when I was 5 to 6 years old. Then I continued my study at SK Kampung Kedah from year 1 until year 6. Even until now, I still keep in touch with some of my friends. We often reminisce about our childhood memory. So, this is the picture before UPSR exam. Then, after that, I continued to secondary school from Form 1 to Form 5, where I began to discover my passion for mathematics. Math has always been challenging, but it helped me to think logically and solve problems creatively. So, this is my math tournament experience at MSM. One of the most memorable experience in my life when I was selected, together with a few friends, to represent MSM Transition in the Math Supreme League Masul final. It was a national level competition among MRSM across Malaysia, held in MRSM Kuala Berang, Terengganu. We spent 3 days and 2 nights there, and the journey itself took 12 hours, but it was totally worth it. Our team managed to be among the top 7 in the whole of Malaysia. That experience taught me a lot, especially about teamwork, problem solving, and how to use the quiz calculator efficiently. Most of all, I learned how great it feels to be surrounded by wise and passionate people. It is truly an experience I will never forget. So that's a little bit about me, my background, my personality, and one of the best experience I have ever had. Thank you for listening. And now, let's move to the next part of my presentation. Now that I have shared a bit of myself, I will continue with my presentation, which is part of our continuous assessment class 2 for the subject Basic Algebra MTES1074. This task is worth 30% of the total class mark, and it is divided into the main 2 parts. The content, HPP7, which carries 20%, and the oral presentation, HPP5, which carries 10%. The purpose of this assessment is to evaluate our understanding and application of algebra concept by solving real-world mathematical problems. we are required to clearly state the problem, define the variable, and formulate algebraic model using equation and equalities. Then we must explain the step, show our reasoning, and present the finding clearly to ensure the audience understand our solution. For my presentation, I have chosen the topic linear equation and linear inequalities. These two concepts are very important in algebra because they help us represent and solve problems that involve relationship between quantity. In this video, I will show how this equation and inequality can be used in real-life situations, specifically a bakery problem where we need to find the best combination of items like cookies, muffin, and cakes while making sure we don't exceed the available resources such as flour, sugar, and eggs. Through the task, I have learned that algebra not only about the number but also about the logical thinking, decision making, and problem solving. It teaches us how to analyze situation, plan strategy, and find the most efficient solution. So, in the next slide, I will explain step by step how I solve the problem from identifying the equation, forming the linear equation and equality, to testing the possible value and finding the best solution. Let's begin. What is mathematics? Mathematics is the study of the numbers, shape, pattern, and relationship between them. And then it started from a simple thing like counting, measuring, and calculating, but now mathematics is used in science, engineering, and our daily life. Many people think that mathematics is difficult, but some even start to dislike it. But actually, math is something that can be learned with practice, guidance, and curiosity. It helps us to think logically, solve problems, and understand the world in a clearer way. Why we need to learn mathematics? Many people wonder why we need to study mathematics. Here, this is why. The truth is, mathematics is something we use every single day, even when we don't realize it. First, maths help us to improve our financial literacy. It teaches us how to manage wisely the money. It helps us to plan the budget, save expenses, and understand how loan and interest work. So, these skills are very important when we buy something big, like car, like house. So, secondly, math is open up many different career paths. Almost every job, from business, technology to science, use mathematical concepts. No matter what career we choose, maths will always be useful because it trains us to think logically and make smart decisions. Great mathematicians who contribute to today's knowledge. These are three for the example. There are many important mathematicians who shape what we learn today. For the Pythagoras, known for the Pythagoras theorem in geometry. For the Blaise Pascal, it contributes to the probability and Pascal triangle. And for the Muhammad bin Musa al-Khwarizmi, known as the father of algebra. Their idea became the foundation of the modern mathematics. Thanks to them, we can use formula, symbol, and logical method to solve real-world problems. This is the two concepts that I use in my project. From my presentation, I focus on two main concepts, which is linear inequality and linear equation. In example, I use a bakery problem where a shop makes cookies as X, muffin as Y, and cake as Z. Each product uses a different amount of flour, sugar, and egg, and we must not exceed the total available. Yes, it's so interesting, right? Linear equations show the equal condition like using all the flour. Linear inequality show limitation like not exceeding the sugar or egg. You guys excited, right, to know the problem statement that I have do in my project? So let's begin. I will show step by step how to solve the problem using the basic algebra that we have learned by these two concepts. So let's solve one problem statement of these two concepts, linear inequalities and linear equation. So let's treat the problem statements together. A small bakery makes cookies as X, muffin Y, and cake Z. Each item requires different amounts of flour, sugar, and eggs, and the bakery has limited supplies of each ingredient. The bakery wants to use all the flour exactly and not exceed the available sugar and eggs. The bakery also wants to make at least 10 items in total. So what you guys got and understand about this problem statement? Next, I show to you guys how to solve. So the stock in the bakery has 10 kg of flour, 6 kg of sugar, and 100 of eggs. Okay. Let X equal to the number of cookies, Y number of muffin, and Z number of cakes. So the ingredients needed per item are below. The cookies is need 0.1 kg of flour, 0.05 kg of sugar, and 1 egg. While muffin needs 0.2 kg of flour, 0.1 sugar kg, and 2 eggs. While lastly cakes needs 0.5 kg of flour, 0.3 kg of sugar, and 5 eggs. So let us see that. So this is the step for the solution, that's the problem statement. First, we have to identify what question asks. So what the question asks from the we read together just now, and then we have to list all the linear inequality or linear equation. Number 3 is settle all the linear. And 4, try and error all the possible value for the X, Y, and Z. This is very important. We need to step by step solving this problem statement. So, what is question asked? So I have highlight all the important things, important keywords, what we need to know, which is cookies as X, muffin as Y, and cake as Z. Each item required different amount of flour, sugar, and eggs, and the bakery has limited supply of each ingredient. The bakery wants to use all the flour exactly, and not exceed the available sugar and eggs. All the flour means equal to all the flour. Why equal? Why not less than or greater than? Because we need to use all the flour, so the total flour that we use must equal to the total the flour that we have, and not exceed that means is less than or equal to. Why less than or equal to? Because we have to use all the sugar and eggs, or less than, because we have to not exceed. Not exceed is not melebihi. And last sentence is the bakery also wants to make at least item in total, at least that we have to more than 10 or equal to 10. So we have to use the greater than or equal to. For next is, so this is the point or keyword that we have this as a this is this for the example. Second is linear equation. Third is linear inequality, which is less than or equal to. And lastly is linear inequality, which is more than or equal to, because we have at least here, at least, so we have to use 10 or bigger. So second step is list all the linear inequality or linear equation. From the question, the bakery want to use all the flour. So from this we can put here, because X need 0.1 kg of flour plus 0.2 kg and 0.5 kg of flour to that must equal to 10, because all the flour of cookies, cake, and cookies, cake, and muffin must equal to 10, and not exceed the available sugar and egg. Not exceed. Okay, for the equation 2, we have sugar not exceed 6 kg, because the question from the question we know that the sugar just have 6 kg, so we have to use below or equal to 6 kg. So this is the linear inequality that we have known from this sentence. And for the eggs is 100 eggs, and we have to less than or equal to 100, the same as the sugar, and at least 10 items. So muffin, cake, and cookies have at least 10 items. So next, so for the third solution, we have settled all the linear. So we have to settle for this linear equation and linear inequality. First, from 1, which is use of the 10 kg flour, we got this we multiply by 10 for the each term. 0.1 multiply by 10, we got 1. This we got 2, and then so from this we get x equal to 100 minus 2y minus 5z. This is for the first linear, because we already have 4, so this is the fifth. Okay, next we have to settle the second linear, which is from 2 and 5. So from the 5 we get the subject of x, right, which is x equal to 100 minus 2y minus 5z. So we have to substitute this 5 into 2. How to substitute? I teach you how. So you know this x, you open the bracket and just fill in all this to the bracket. You just change the x equal to this. Then you settle down and you get the z less than or equal to 20. Then next, and then from 4 and 5 we have to substitute x into 4. So 4 is x plus y plus z greater than or equal to 10. So we have to substitute it. X we just replace with the 100 minus 2y minus 5z. And then we settle this and we got y plus 4z less than or equal to 19 as for the 7th linear. So for the last solution step, we have tried and error possible value. So we know that all the new linear that we get from the 4 linear is from this, we do this and this and this, and we got this 3 linear new linear, which is that mass less than or equal to 20, y plus 4z is less than or equal to 90, and x equal to 100 minus 2y minus 5z. So we have to try y equal to 10 and z equal to 10. So we have to calculate, use the calculator, to insert these 2 possible values that we try into this new linear. Is it correct? Is it menepati or not? So let's begin. So first we check for the y plus 4z less than or equal to 19 for the 7 linear. So we insert the value of y and z, and then we got the total, and y plus 4z equal to 50. So 50 is less than 90. So from this, we know that the 7 linear is passed, and then we have to 6 linear. So 6 linear, z equal to 10. So z equal to 10. So 10 is less than or equal to 20. So this is passed, this is passed. So we have to most of this. So we have to most for the last we have to check, is it true or not? So we just put x equal to 100 minus 2y 2y. 2y minus 5z. So just put this value into the equation and then we solve it and we got this. X equal to 30, y equal to 10 and z equal to 10. So let's check. This we have to check from the old linear that we have just now, which is this. So we have to check this 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So we will check sugar. Sugar we have 0.05 for 30x and 0.1 for y and 0.3 for z, and then it's 5.5. So we just use 5.5 kg of sugar. For the total item is just plus, and we got 50 is equal to, or again, for the total item we just add all the x, y, z, and we got 50 is larger or equal to 10. So the solution, this is x equal to 30, y equal to 10, and z equal to 10. So the conclusion, this assignment shows how algebraic concept, linear equation, linear inequality that can be applied to real life solution. The bakery situation was modeled using algebra to find the best combination of cookies, muffin, and cakes while following the given limits of flour, sugar, and eggs. So, linear equations were used because they clearly show the relationship between different variables and help to find the logical solution. Through this task, I learned that algebra not only about the number and symbol, but also about logical thinking and problem solving. It helps us understand relationships and make better decisions in daily life. Overall, algebra is an important branch of mathematics that strengthens our reasoning, improve our critical thinking, and connect theory with real life application. So this is my reference for this report. As you guys can see here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 reference. So this is all the books that I have used to complete my continuous assessment task 2 basic algebra MTES1074. This is first book. This is second book, Understanding Intermediate Algebra. This is third book, Algebra and Trigonometry. And this is the piece of the notes that I have found in the library that I have searched for this to solve the continuous assessment. This inequality solving, the principle for solving inequality, how to use this, so you can see here. So this is solve linear inequality using interval notation to express solution set. So if you want to know this with more, you can go to the library. So this is my Turnitin check, just 4% because I not much use the digital searching because I have a lot of this book. Yes, so I think that's all for me. So thank you for watching and listening me, and bye everyone. I hope that you guys can understand it properly what I presenting to you guys, and I think that's all from my task 2 continuous assessment basic algebra MTES. And thanks a lot from Puan Hajah Izzati Binti for teaching me for this to complete this order through this continuous assessment. Thank you for watching. Bye and Assalamualaikum. Bye.